Together we can steer true. I just got another car, but life gon' catch me if I speed through. I just need a breeze. I don't pray from my knees. I don't pray to a God. They told me God is in me. So I just meditate to draw a blank. They won't see what I see unless I paint a vivid picture, no matter the place or the scene. So if I'm taking a stage, I need an intimate room. I need you to feel what you hear. See, I'm no different than you. See, I grew up with my mama in the same house as my papa. They tried making me proper, but they like, you was just you. I'm like, hello, I'm black, I'm back, I'm back. I got it. We young, we strong. Yeah, right. Performing, I'm working, I killed, we march.
Il successo over there so they don't get on the couch, please.
Told me where to go. I could feel the pressure start to fall.
I just want to keep hitting that shot over there. But I assume that bounced back. How's that?
Chill, trap. This can't be over. Don't tell me it's over. This can't be over. Don't tell me it's over. I'm down on my knees, pretending it's fine. And you say this life we can't forget is God. But I know in time we can't forgive and let this hold. Got you. Got you. It's over. And I still believe this can be over. And I know you're tired. Tell me it's mine. You say this hurt is like a bridge you can't get over. It's faded and worn out. Maybe this is just goodbye. Got you. Got what you need. Oh. Got what you need. Got what you need. Got what you need. What you need. Got what you need. Got what you need. It's over. Got what you need. Got what you need. It's over. Got what you need. take it from me, yeah. Cause I know you ain't my honey, yeah. And it ain't really funny, yeah. Like Diego, and I feel like I'm up like a halo. Down low on the lay low, get the digits, this a KO. Came from the mud, man, I started from the bottom, but your boy found a way to get up. Came from the dirt, man, I'm putting all this work overtime just to work my way up. 9 to 5 jobs, working 5 to 9 now, no sleep, boy, no days off. Putting in the time, overtime, double time, triple time, I just hope it pays. Dripping in the designer, you can feel my persona. Meeting me in honor, you and Choppy gonna bother. I be going up every day, the Tuesday. If it ain't, then we on the you know it's not what you say. Swimming in the everything HD, we don't do the Blu-ray. She was just looking at me thinking that I'm regular, yeah. Then I blocked off my cellular. I was just poor girl, I ain't even sweating. Now we on the full sides, I ain't got no cellular.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for our broadcast of G League basketball. And tonight, it'll be the South Bay Lakers going up against the Austin Spurs. I'm Blake Zuniga. With me today are Brian Vanafitemi and Tim Swartz. Always a pleasure to have you guys at the table for G League basketball.
Great to be here. These G League games always defy my expectations with the level of play and energy we get to see every night.
No question. These guys are giving it their all every night. They know how important their performance in this league could be to their career.
Now here's Junior.
Showing off big time with the slam. It's fun watching Junior get crafty throwing it down.
And this is the start of the road trip for this group. It's never easy to have a series of away games this late in the season.
And this is going to be a real test for Junior and the rest of the guys. Their upcoming games are tough on paper, so if they can win out on this trip, they should have all the confidence in the world.
He almost pulled the trigger, but recognized there was a better option and made a nice pass.
Here's none. It's good.
The open lane was all Junior needed. Explodes inside and gets his bucket.
Now here's Haynes. Bonner outside. Patterson on the wing, Jeffries. The tray. And another miss by Austin.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
Jeffries outside. Back to Haynes. Bonner. Pass to Patterson. Over Haji. The Spurs again can't hit it. Here's the Lakers with the ball. The drive by Junior. From deep. It's hauled in by Haynes. Perhaps one of the most famous G League stars ever was Andre Ingram. He spent a good amount of his career here with the South Bay Lakers.
What a story Ingram was, of course, famous for being the oldest rookie in the NBA, cracking the league at 32. He had two different stints with the Lakers and the Defenders, as they were known before then. He's well beloved by fans of the South Bay and Los Angeles Lakers.
The Lakers leading. Junior outside, and the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
That's showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking his nose in there, and making a play.
And that's a big play, big momentum builder.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Haynes. Pass to Bonner. This one for three. It's rebounded by Middleton. Junior. Patterson covering. Back to Haji. Wells. Junior on the wing. Defended by Blackman. Haynes with the steal. Now Patterson. Shoots over Middleton. Patterson, no good. And the trend with NBA teams is to outright own a G League team. The usefulness and utility are really easy to see.
25 NBA teams now fully own and operate their G League affiliates. Only a handful of NBA teams share G League affiliates. I would imagine that that will change in the coming years, though.
Now here's Jeffries. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bonner, 5 to shoot. Keeps over Wells. And that one goes long. Junior, he's open. And again, South Bay, no good. Austin trailing here. They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
The kick out to Jeffries. Back to Haynes. Bonner, pass to Jeffries. Off target from three-point range. Ellis with it. Now guarded by Blackman. Junior outside. To the inside. Here's Haji. He gets that one.
And it's going to take more than this to slow Haji. He's excellent at fending off defenders.
Outside Haynes. Outside Blackman. Shoots over none. And another miss by Austin. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Lakers on top. They're up by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter. With the first quarter in the history books, how do you guys feel about Junior's impact on the game?
His off...
The Spurs now. They trail by 7.
And a big change recently to the G League and the NBA was the inclusion of two-way contracts. Each NBA team only gets 2 such contracts to use. It helped make roster management a lot easier between the 2 leagues.
And with two-way contracts, they are a relatively new addition between the leagues.
Yeah, they started in 2017 and are only for players with 4 or less years of experience. But they allow the player to move freely between the G League and the NBA, and that makes it simpler for teams to have a young player gain valuable floor time. That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap. Flash in the handles. Junior, he's worked hard on his dribbling abilities. I mean, just ask that defender.
Here's Hammonds. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Blackman. And good that time.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Junior left side. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. And it's going to be on Blackman.
A hard guy to guard in the paint. Just a traditional back-to-the-basket big man, Haji. Good at forcing the D's hands when he's this close.
The first free throw is good. The Austin Spurs have had a lot of success during their time in the G League. The team won its 2nd title in 2018.
Yeah, they swept the Raptors in a best-of-3 series. And you know, their first title was back in 2012 when they were the Austin Toros. A pair of titles in the last decade shows just how great this franchise is. There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Outside Middleton. Pass to Nunn. Lets the 3 fly. That one doesn't drop. And Austin the other way now. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. He makes 1 for 2 that time. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Pass to Wells. That falls. Nice feed that time from Junior.
Zero hesitation from Wells, not giving the defense a chance to contest the shot.
Down low. Pass. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
He's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Junior outside. Pass to Middleton. Back to Junior. Wells. No good on the triple. And the Austin Spurs, one of the few teams that can be traced back to the start of the G League. They were founded in 2001 as the Columbus River Dragons.
And in 2005, they moved to Austin. In 2014, the team was officially purchased by the San Antonio Spurs, and they functioned as their G League affiliate ever since.
Junior outside. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And really heads up, too. Reading the play and beating him to the spot.
And that can fire a team up.
Here's Patterson. Tipped away. And stolen by Junior. With 1 on the clock.
Oh, that was awesome.
Big time. From Junior, putting on a show, a guy who always plays with heart. We saw some fearlessness there.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Midway point of the game, what are you seeing from Junior through the first 2 quarters of play?
He needs to be sharper in terms of the mental aspect of the game. Far too many turnovers in the first half. That'll get him noticed in all the wrong ways.
Perhaps a case of him trying to do too much. You know, you like his level of effort. He just needs to slow the game down and cut down on the mistakes.
Pass to Bonner. Patterson, 6 to shoot. Jeffries for 3. And it's Junior with the rebound. And the G League, of course, not the original name of this minor league level. The league was formed as the D League back in 2001.
And the D in the D League standing for developmental. Gatorade partnered with the NBA, and it was rebranded to the G League in 2017. And the league hasn't missed a beat.
Get there.
Back to Middleton. Junior. Here's Haji. And the jam by Andre Haji.
Using his height well on the glass, the Romanian superstar is fantastic at reaching out and snagging second chance opportunities.
Patterson with it. Junior's there. And Bonner gets it to go.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They have a 19-point lead. And Junior slams it in.
As much as Ellis likes creating for himself, he's supreme passer too. A phenomenal feed to create that easy look. That's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up just a little earlier than he would have liked.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And the history for the South Bay Lakers, obviously they're affiliated with the Los Angeles Lakers, but the team was known as the Defenders before that.
The franchise was founded in 2006. They're one of the older G League teams. They rebranded in 2017 to become the South Bay Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers were actually the first NBA team to outright buy a G League team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Just 5 on the clock. Fade away. That's short off the rim.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail. Use the rim to get some true hang time.
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than his takeoff.
Yeah, watch out below.
That was incredible, and this is one reason why I love the game so much.
Shots good by Patterson. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Junior left side. And he watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
He's been one of their more reliable options today. His shooting has led him to this lead.
Outside Haynes. Outside Blackman. Back to Haynes. Patterson. Haji covering. Patterson, no good. Well, you look at the benefits from the G League. Really, it's basketball parties at every level.
It's a great way to bring more basketball to more fans than ever. The NBA, youth basketball, and everyone in between benefits from the G League. Though, it's safe to say there's a lot of parties that want to see the G League succeed for many years to come.
And so here's South Bay. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. It's good from long range.
His first 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Here's Clayton outside. The rebound by the Spurs. And here's Here's Haynes. Here's Hammonds. And it's off from three-point range.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
And Andre Haji with the stuff.
Finishing with such strength. Give up this positioning to Haji, and you're going to regret it.
Now here's Patterson. Haji covering, and Blackman picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Lakers making a switch here.
And you look at the expansion of the G League since the start of its time. The league initially only had 8 teams. Did you just see what I saw? That move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection. He had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
What a play.
And he finished with force. Don't forget that, guys. You just got to love that.
Jeffries for 3. Doesn't go for him. Now none. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. We'll take as we go to the fourth quarter, a lot to evaluate for Junior tonight. Guys, what is your read on his strengths and weaknesses so far?
Well, he's making the most of his opportunities, and to their credit, they continue to feed him the ball and ride the hot hand.
And that can be a problem in the G League. Guys looking to prove their own mettle as much as winning games. But no evidence of that here. They're rooting him on.
And the Spurs with possession here. Well, you look at the logo for the G League, a silhouette of a player dunking rather than dribbling.
And while the logo is not as iconic as the NBA logo, it's very fitting to the G League. The logo really captures the raw athleticism and excitement of developing basketball talent.
Jeffries with the ball. Pass to Glover. Back to Jeffries. Here's Burton. Over Wells. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
First team foul. And line for Austin, Josh Burton. Shooting 2.
2.
And he makes the first. To the middle. Here's Junior. Haji. Ellis outside. Cooper outside. Pass to Ellis. And here's Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And Hicks pulls it down.
And the NBA continues to help support the G League with talent. Recently, they upped the financial pay for players out of high school, and they've now provided a real alternative to development outside of collegiate basketball.
Bonner outside. Over Ellis. And another miss by Austin. Junior outside. Kick out to Cooper. Back to Junior. To the paint. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 5th foul. No good on that shot. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way. And the ball out of play, the Spurs will have it. A new group getting ready for the Spurs. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Burton. Here's O'Neal. Ball defending. O'Neal can't hit. And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the foul called on Junior. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, well, fortunately for him, it really doesn't matter anymore. They've got this thing sewed up, so just sit back and enjoy.
Here's Burton. So we see the Lakers taking the W here.
I'll tell you what,